the things that you're actually seeing right now with regard to, for example, the internet being down or not having electricity, can't get because the fuel can't get there.
That's just a suspicion. That's not confirmed.
Kind of indicators that the systems are starting to shut down in the country due to the roadblocks and everything else. So what we want to do is, rather than waiting and we get to a point of no return, we want to go ahead and take proactive measures, get you out as soon as possible.
Today is Wednesday, February 13th. We have been out of power for almost a full day now, and Wi-Fi has been gone for almost a full day as well. We have just been informed at 6:04 p.m. that we are going to try to evacuate the country. We will see where that goes from here. February 14th, 7:50 p.m. We have just been notified that we will be evacuating via Mirabel to Port-au-Prince, and then flying back to the United States as soon as possible. Everyone has packed their necessary backpacks with water and rations, as well as the necessities for surviving in America. And we will be on our way some point during tonight.
She says that she'll call tomorrow morning with the time that we're supposed to leave. It might be really early that we leave, and there are going to be a lot of other people that they're trying to get to Port-au-Prince too, so we're going to be pretty tightly packed in the car. Yeah, so they're going to drop us off tonight in Mirabel, and we'll stay there, and then we'll get up and go tomorrow morning.
Okay, you guys, we've made it to our first checkpoint in our journey back to America. We are in Mirabel, about 40 minutes down the road from Conj. We're gonna sit tight here until the morning, and then we will head out to Port-au-Prince and hopefully catch a flight out there tomorrow morning. See you in the morning. So I would have loved to kept doing the live updates as we did our evacuation, but as you can imagine, things kind of started happening sporadically throughout the rest of our evacuation, and during those events it wasn't really a good time for me to be strapping a camera to my chest and videotaping the protesters who are already pretty upset about the whole situation. So with that said, the footage that I do have on here is not great quality because I was just sticking my phone in my front pocket trying to get some clips to show you guys of kind of what we were going through. So let's pick up where we left off. We spent the night in Mirabel at a compound very similar to Zami La Santé and Conj. It's just people who can volunteer and work at the hospital in Mirabel. So we wake up around 6:40 a.m. It was supposed to be 8 o'clock, but 6:40, Lillian comes in and says, "Hey guys, truck's on its way here. We're gonna pack up and leave very soon." So we throw our clothes on, pack our backpacks up, and we head downstairs, and there's an ambulance waiting outside for us. And the doctor who's kind of been helping us out this whole time says, "You're going to get in this ambulance and you're going to try to get to Port-au-Prince." Also, before we take off, the doctor introduces us to the driver. She says, "Hey, it's going to be a really rough road. We don't let drivers usually drive people around in conditions like this, but if anyone can get you there, it's going to be this guy. You'll probably be a little motion sick and maybe your neck will hurt a little bit, but if anyone can get you there, it's him." So we load up into the ambulance and we hit the road, and so from here on out we are just trying to get to Port-au-Prince on the road. But every so often you run into barricades. Protesting in Haiti is just people blocking up the roads, trying to lock everything up. Nothing can get done, nobody can go anywhere. They're trying to create issues that the authorities are going to have to address. So you come up on a pile of rocks, somebody will have tipped over a power line. We saw a few trailers tipped onto the road. Anything that can just stop a car from passing. So we'll pull up on the road. There's usually a group of Haitian men surrounding the barricade, and they'll come to the window. Usually a few of them will circle the car and check out the situation. And the driver that I mentioned earlier, he was great at talking to them, keeping a cool and calm tone with everyone, and they would clear a little bit of the debris for us, and we would drive on our way.
It's one. Ooh. One done.
For the most part, this went pretty smoothly. One of the barricades, we caught onto some wire that they had laid across their barricade.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Oh, shit. We're caught.
We had to stop and get that fixed up so that we weren't flinging debris all over the place. So we did this for about a little over 2 hours, and this car ride was long. It was uncomfortable because it was hot in the car, and also we were pretty I don't want to say scared, but we were nervous. We didn't know what was going on. We didn't know what would happen. So it was pretty silent the whole car ride, with the exception of Ian cracking a few jokes throughout the car ride, and then also we had some great conversations with John. He was a doctor who was also fleeing the country with us. He had been in situations like this before, so he was awesome to talk to during the whole situation. But eventually we make it to the Port-au-Prince airport. We head inside and we go to each of the airline desks and we see who's got the earliest ticket to the United States. We end up catching a flight that afternoon. We had to kill a little bit of time in the Port-au-Prince airport, but then we head to Orlando. Landed there late that evening, and then in the morning we caught a flight from Orlando to Atlanta. And there I met my brother, who was holding onto my car for me, and we drove from Atlanta to Clemson. And now we're here, safe and sound. Before we wrap up, I want to clarify and say we were scared for a lot of this just because we had never really been in a situation like this. We didn't really know what was going on. But at no point did we really feel like we were in real danger. Thank you to the fast work of David Vaughn and a lot of the employees for HUM and Study Abroad here at Clemson University. The interns were evacuated in a fast, efficient, and safe manner. We were told on Thursday that we were going to be leaving the country, and by Saturday morning we were back in Clemson. So I can't express how thankful I think we all are for how easy that was and how effortless it was for us. We just kind of had to go with the flow, and we made it back. So thank you again to everyone who helped us get out of that situation. We made it to Orlando. I said Orlando.